Yo, what up, Wisps? This is my third take on this video about Mega Man 11 and my thoughts on it after beating the first 8 bosses. Just gonna let you guys know how I feel about the stages as well as the boss fight itself, as briefly as possible for each of these bosses. If you don't know the bosses, I recommend looking them up on on Google or something, just to like see what they look like. Because I'm not gonna really show it on here. Just an FYI. But anyway, my experience with the first 8 bosses. So, we'll start with Blockman. So, Blockman is like the first, pretty much the boss that I went to. Very easy. The stage is pretty easy as well. It was just an easy. That's just easy. Acid Man stage is pretty hard. Not super hard, but still gave me trouble. It took me a while to get used to it. And then I eventually got good at it. And the boss itself was pretty hard. He has a shield you have to deal with, pretty much. And after that, once you get used to it, like the actual moves that he's throwing at you, it's a pretty easy fight. Next, Impact Man, one of the hardest boss fights uh, in the entire game so far. Pre Wily. Very difficult boss. The stage itself wasn't too bad, but it gave me trouble for quite a bit, to some extent. But yeah, the boss itself extremely hard. You have to be on your toes all the time because he jumps. Whenever he jumps to the ground, he makes this like impact, and then he stops you from moving temporarily if you're on the ground with him. Once he's jumping off, on the ground, boom, you can't move. You get hit by some, you get hit by his dash move, etc. He also has an anti-air where if you try to jump, he'll jump with you sometimes. When you're trying to dodge his dash attack, which is one of the fastest dash attacks I've ever seen. It's pretty annoying. Uh, Bounce Man. Bounce Man was really easy. The stage itself was kind of hard a bit, but again, another pretty simple stage once you get used to it. The boss itself was very, very easy. Didn't take long to memorize the tactics. Uh, Really quick. Also, by the way, I don't know if I didn't mention this, but I did all of this with Buster only. I did not use any speed gear, no power gear. It was all Buster, by the way. Um, I didn't use any weaknesses, no special weapons. Anyway, moving on, we have Fuse Man. Fuse Man was actually kind of hard. The stage itself took, honestly, didn't take that long. There was some hard parts, but like the stage was not that bad. The boss itself, though, that was pretty hard at first. Basically, in this boss fight, there's a lot of like projectiles kind of flying all over the place in different kind of patterns. So you get kind of confused because they're like different patterns. There's two different patterns, and then like the boss itself throws projectiles at you at the same time, kind of throws you off a little bit. So yeah, you'll be like wondering like what the freak is going on. I was very confused when I first did the fight and I died instantly. But after that, after I got used to it though, the fight was very easy. I noticed that speed gear bosses tend to be the easiest. For some odd reason, the power gears are the hardest, except for Blackman. The fight was just easy. But yeah, Tundra Man, very simple fight. The stage itself, was kind of not that memorable, to be honest. It was pretty simple too. The boss itself was also very simple. It's probably the easiest boss in the game. I'm gonna be honest. Other than Blockman, Blockman and Tundra Man definitely compete for the easiest boss. Torchman, very hard. I think he's the hardest boss so far. Hardest boss because I died so many times on that boss. Again, Buster only, but still, that fight was hard because he does like he has these projectiles. He does like Hadoukens and like just freaking dive kicks, and he just does like kicks. He just be fighting. He'd be scrapping. Let's go with that. He just be scrapping on you, and then his special move is not. It's pretty easy to dodge. Didn't take too long to get used to it, to be honest. But yeah, it's mostly the Hadoukens and the kicks that get on my nerves the most, and he does them randomly, so you kind of have to like just He's got to get used to it. But still, that's the thing about it. It's RNG. You don't know what's coming out, and that's what makes that fight so hard. And then Blast Man. Blast Man was a pretty tough fight. I would make him the third. He's definitely the third hardest out of all 8, in my opinion. He has his ultimate move is pretty annoying to dodge. It's a lot of bombs all over the place. But again, once you get used to him, he's not too bad. But he did give me some trouble when I first played him for quite a while. I died quite a few times on him. Stage itself was not that bad. Torchman's stage, by the way, I forgot to mention that, is hard. That stage is hard. When you like start out, that stage is hard. I died so many times. I died a lot on that stage because there's like this lava that like is like chasing you in some sequences, and it's just so difficult at first because there's like these invisible enemies that get in your way too. That you have to kind of pay attention to, and then you gotta like shoot them and stuff. But all in all, guys, every stage and every boss in this game is so fun to learn. And it feels like you could be a speedrunner for this game. Once you beat them all, you just feel like, man, I could speedrun this. That's that feeling you get. Because like you know what to deal with. Especially if you're doing Buster only. You don't just plow through everything with Buster only. You literally have to get through this stuff like legitly. It feels like legit. It feels actual like tough. But anyway, guys, that's all I have to say about it so far. My progress right now on the game is I'm on the Wily stages, and I beat the first one. I beat the first Wily stage, Yellow Devil. Wow, that fight was tough. The level was tough too. That took me actually like quite a few hours to beat. So much that I didn't even finish the game. Like in one day. I was trying to finish the game, like the Wily stages, in one day, but that stage took me so long. And the boss Yellow Devil was like something different. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, guys, that's about all I have to say. I don't want to keep this video too long. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Mega Man 11. Did you try Buster only, or did you just go the Speed Gear, Power Gear, and Special Weapon route? Let me know in the comments. Or heck, are you gonna try Mega Man 11? I recommend it. I recommend this game 100%. It's really fun. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Meow. Meow.